May and Bluesy stand before the imposing, snow-covered castle, contemplating their next move. Bluesy voices his doubt, asking if Veramont will comply with Jestella without resistance. May acknowledges his uncertainty, explaining that's exactly why they came. Bluesy then suggests they should have involved Sir Kayden instead, given the opponent. But May clarifies that Kayden, despite not showing it, was deeply concerned about the kidnapped child, indicating their resolve to handle this themselves and fulfill Jiwoo's request. May clarifies their decision to exclude Sir Kayden, explaining his previous fight with Sir Iodobe left him with unhealed injuries. She adds that Jestella, out of concern, specifically didn't want to bother him while he was recovering. Inside the imposing castle, Jestella now stands face-to-face with Veramont Patrick. Veramont feigns ignorance, challenging Jestella by asking if she's implying they kidnapped a child related to him. Inside the castle, Jestella directly confirms her accusation against Veramont. He smirks, attempting to deflect by suggesting a misunderstanding and urging her to be rational, even trying to appeal to their supposed need for her. However, Jestella cuts him short, declaring, "I'm not here to discuss the truth with you." Her eyes glow fiercely as she asserts her sole purpose: "I'm only here to get that child back." Veramont, visibly angered by her defiance, glares at her, calling her insolent. Inside the castle, the confrontation between Jestella and Veramont quickly escalates. Veramont, now surrounded by a powerful green aura, adamantly denies any involvement, stating, "I clearly stated that our Patrick family did no such thing." But Jestella, radiating a fierce red energy, counters, "And I clearly told you to return the kidnapped child." Their clashing powers begin to visibly damage the castle interior, sending debris flying. Seeing her determination, Veramont remarks, "You seem to have come prepared." Realizing this won't be resolved with words, he then suggests, "Well then, let's take this outside," indicating the battle is about to begin. Jestella and Veramont take their battle outside the castle, soaring through the air amidst a flurry of power. Veramont unleashes a devastating attack, manifesting a powerful green aura that distorts the very fabric of space around them. He initiates a technique known as spatial isolation, seemingly creating a distinct battleground. From inside the castle, Jiwoo Patrick observes his grandfather's move with surprise, questioning the purpose of creating this separate space for their fight. Veramont has fully unleashed his spatial isolation technique, trapping Jestella within a swirling green and red energy vortex high above the castle. Both combatants look incredibly fierce, ready to clash with full power. But the battle isn't just between them. Down below, May and Bluesy are also confronted by members of the Patrick family. Cloaked figures launch an attack, shouting "Family Head," clearly attempting to protect Veramont. May and Bluesy skillfully deflect their advances, indicating multiple intense skirmishes have now erupted. May and Bluesy find themselves directly confronted by cloaked members of the Patrick family. Veramont Patrick warns them to stay back, but Veramont immediately unleashes his formidable green energy, ready to engage. Jestella, eyes glowing fiercely, prepares her own powerful red attack, unwilling to yield. High above, further escalating the main battle. The Patrick's attempt to protect Veramont has ignited fierce skirmishes on multiple fronts. Jestella finds herself fully enveloped by Veramont's powerful spatial isolation, but she fiercely pushes back with her intense red energy. Veramont, his face glowing with green power, then unleashes a devastating counterattack. Their immense forces collide head-on in a blinding explosion of red and green energy, rocking the entire area. As debris rains down, the fierce struggle continues high above the castle, while May and Bluesy remain engaged in their own skirmishes below. Veramont is exasperated by Jestella's resolve to fight him. He warns her, "Are you crazy? You seriously want to fight me? In times like these, even the winner will be in danger." But Jestella, radiating red power, calmly replies, "I never intended to fight either, but I don't have a choice." Veramont, still unsure of her information, demands, "Where on earth did you get that intel from to act so rashly?" Below, a Patrick family member Jiwoo charges into the fray, shouting in defense of their leader, while recognizes Jestella and wonders why she's challenging his grandfather. Jestella, radiating fierce red energy, directly confronts Veramont, revealing she sensed the true culprit. "This energy. I was wondering who it was." "So, your grandson's the kidnapper," she declares. Inside, Jiwoo Patrick is visibly stunned, realizing Jestella is here specifically for the child he holds. He considers it ridiculous that a top-tier ranker would challenge his family over Sao Jiwoo's friend. As his eyes begin to glow intensely with green energy, Jiwoo hardens his expression, preparing to make his move. The intense battle rages on as Veramont, surrounded by a powerful green aura, accuses Jestella of crossing the line. He angrily questions why she's causing trouble for the Patrick family, asserting, "Does our Patrick family look like a joke to you?" His grandson, Jurian Patrick, watches with a hardened expression, radiating a fierce green energy. Undeterred, Jestella, glowing with red power, fires back, declaring Veramont is the one who crossed the line, signaling her unwavering resolve to continue the fight. The fierce confrontation continues as Veramont dismisses Jestella's accusations. Jestella, radiating powerful red energy, quickly clarifies her intent, stating, "If I really intended to make a scene, Kayden Break would be here instead." Veramont, puzzled, demands to know why Kayden would even come. Jestella then reveals the critical truth: the child his grandson kidnapped is not just anyone, but is related to Kayden's disciple and is also his friend. This revelation hits Veramont hard, his eyes widening in complete shock. Jurian Patrick is visibly stunned, realizing a top-tier ranker like Jestella is here for Jiwoo's friend, even considering how other powerful figures like Kayden and Pluton also adore Jiwoo. Veramont, still processing the revelation, demands a moment to verify Jestella's accusations against his grandson himself. However, Jestella firmly rejects this, her eyes glowing as she asserts there's no need, because the kidnapping site clearly bore traces of Jurian's unique energy. Veramont, now fully aware, promises to resolve the situation right then and there, as Jestella fixes him with a fierce gaze. Meanwhile, Jurian, recalling a past confrontation, is directly challenged by Veramont, who sternly demands he bring out the kidnapped child. Jurian defiantly refuses, his eyes glowing with resolve. Internally panicking about being exposed to the whole family, Jurian outwardly denies everything, even feigning ignorance to his grandfather, the family head. Veramont continues his direct confrontation with his grandson, sternly calling out Jurian Patrick's name. His gaze intensifies as he issues a clear ultimatum, declaring, "I won't say it twice." With his eyes glowing, Veramont commands, "Bring the child here. Right now," leaving no room for argument. Jurian, however, remains silent, his face shadowed, indicating a moment of intense internal conflict or defiance as the family head awaits his response.